case. Randy, what are you learning?
Yes, I think the major update here in just the last few minutes, not necessarily coming out of GW Hospital, but coming again from the governor of West Virginia, posting on X again that he said he was receiving conflicting reports about the condition of those 2 West Virginia National Guards members who were shot. I can tell you that among media standing here at this scene outside this hospital, we were all very shocked. But you can see there's still a law enforcement presence here. There were more officers here not that long ago, but several of them have since left. Again, we have reached out to our law enforcement sources working to confirm whether any of those victims from the shooting may have been transported here to GW Hospital. Of course, this is the closest hospital, closest ER, closest trauma center where shooting victims like that would have been brought to that scene, from that scene there. That's just a few blocks away, really not that far from where we're standing right now. Again, just not very clear on where details stand, and I think that could be why we're seeing a delay from officials in terms of trying to get a press conference on the air, trying to hear from those officials. If the governor of West Virginia is getting conflicting information, we want to make sure that we are bringing you the very latest details as we learn them. Again, we're hearing from the governor of West Virginia saying that there is conflicting reports, conflicting information about the condition of those 2 West Virginia National Guardsmen who were here. As of yesterday, the Joint Task Force for the Safe and Beautiful Task Force here in D.C. telling us there were 180 West Virginia National Guardsmen here in the district, 180 out of 2,200 National Guardsmen who have been working and patrolling here in the district, some of them coming from different states, West Virginia, Ohio, South Carolina, coming from different parts of the country to come and be part of the Safe and Beautiful Task Force under President Donald Trump's direction. Again, still not clear at this point where exactly the victims of this shooting were brought. We believe they could be here, at least one of them could be here at George Washington Hospital, just based on the police presence that we're seeing here. But also earlier this afternoon, I was working to track the U.S. Park Police helicopter, that medevac helicopter. We received reports that that helicopter had medevaced someone away from the scene there near the National Mall, near the White House earlier this afternoon. That helicopter appeared to have traveled across town to Washington Hospital Center, to MedStar Hospital in Northwest off of Michigan Avenue. Again, just a closer look at what we're seeing here at the emergency room drop-off here at GW Hospital. This is, again, the closest hospital to the scene, the closest ER, the closest trauma center where victims of a shooting like that could be brought after what we've seen here today. Again, not clear at this point if any victims were brought here, but based on what we're seeing, based on the police presence we're seeing, it does appear to be the case. Again, we are still waiting for a press conference at this point. Now, about almost 2 hours after this shooting happened, not that far away from where we are now. Again, just still awaiting confirmed details at this point. A lot of chatter online. It's very important that you are turning to trusted sources during this time. A lot of chatter on social media. Make sure that you are sticking with DC News Now and getting your information from official channels as we continue to bring you the very latest on this story. Mark, Annalisa.
Randy, thanks so much.